The field was very wet, so they decided to reschedule, and they rescheduled it for a nice day today. You know, the sun is really out, but I don't see rain clouds in the sky. These are just like regular stratus clouds. Isn't that the word? Stratus? Yeah. But anyway, the clouds that are up in the sky, the sun peeks through every now and then, but it is much chillier today than it was last night and a couple of days ago when Bulldogs played. So you may want to come out with sweatshirt, sweater, something long sleeve, or you may be cold. And, of course, Toombs County met up with this team over in Appling County across the Altamaha River, and Toombs County fell short 6-2. Gavin Hall pitched that game. His first varsity start as a pitcher for the team. He pitched 4 2/3 inning of the game. He allowed 7 hits, 5 runs, 2 of which were earned, 1 walk, and had 5 strikeouts. And today, senior Chase Musselman is up on the mound. And, of course, last night, Derek James telling his team that he hasn't found his set 9 that he's going to go into the region with. So he has some people in new positions today, but some familiar faces in the same, like Cody Cortez is still at short today. Grace Stevens is over at first. He has sophomore catcher Will Watts behind the plate today. Bryson Stanley is back at third base. Foster Jones is in left. Chandler Lynn is going to stay in center, and Jason Dukes is in right. Up to bat first for the Appling County Pirates is Dawson Harrelson, who will be playing first base and is wearing number 14. The Appling County Pirates on the season so far are 2-2. They have a win over Toombs and Bacon. Bacon they beat 11-1, and Toombs, of course, I just mentioned, they beat 6-2. The first pitch of the game is going to be hit onto the ground to Cody Cortez. He fields it cleanly, fires to first. Stevens tries to pick it up out of the ground and could not. That throw was a bit off the line. So Toombs County has started off this game with a defensive error. And whether you want to score the error on the throw or the catch by the first base is up to you. But I'm going to have to score the error on the throw. You know, people give first basemen such hard times. They're like, oh, anything over there you're supposed to catch. Well, no, not necessarily. It's not that hard, you know, to make a nice, decent attempt at a throw to the first baseman where he doesn't have to pick it out of the ground or jump 10 foot in the air. So I'm going to score that in error. Unfortunately, on Cody Cortez on that throw. Up to bat now is Brantley Carter, the second baseman. However, a ball hit up the middle could be a double play for the Bulldogs. However, Carter shows bunt but doesn't. And that'll be ball 1. The 2 losses that Appling County has right now is to Vidalia, and they actually lost to Bacon. They played Bacon twice this season. They lost to Vidalia 7-4, and they lost to Bacon 6-3. Carter lays down a nice bunt. Musselman runs up, makes the catch, puts it into the glove of first baseman Grace Stevens, and that'll be out number 1. With 1 down, that'll bring up third baseman Thomas Higgins. See if I can get back to that Appling County game. They haven't made a lot of changes in their lineup, except with their leadoff guy. Dawson Harrelson was batting in the cleanup position. He has moved to leadoff, and Dawson Griffiths has moved down a place. Or actually, he's moved up to place. He's a cleanup hitter. But Thomas Higgins has stayed the same, and he is who is up to bat right now. Wearing number 11, going to play third today for the Pirates. Musselman working from the stretch with a runner at second. He's going to come set and deliver to the plate. First pitch is in for a strike. The Bulldogs, coming off the win last night, are now 4-2 on the season. See if they can continue a winning streak here. The 0-1. That's going to be in for strike 2. I believe the umpire behind home plate is the same umpire when in 2018 I was over in Vidalia calling a game. The first year I was calling games, and he walked up to me and he said it loud enough where people could hear it that he was praying for Barney, or at least I hope they could hear it. Higgins is going to line this one into right center field. That's going to drop in for a base hit, and it's going to be an RBI double for him, and Appling County is now up 1-0. So with a 1 down and a runner in, that'll bring a cleanup hitter, catcher Dawson Griffiths. He'll be followed by Appling County's pitcher today, Harrison Simmons. So he steps in, he bats from the right, and if you know Chase Musselman, you know he's a righty, so he's pitching from the stretch here with a runner at second. Gordy now going to come over, retreats back to second, puts the first pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. Grip is here with kind of an open stance. Musselman coming set. Winding the 0-1. Fouls it back off behind catcher Will Watts for strike 2. The Bulldogs are in their white tops and white bottoms today, navy hat. And the Appling County Pirates are in black tops and gray bottoms. So Musselman's going to receive the sign from his catcher, Will Watts. Now he's going to come set, giving a look at his runner at second, delivers to the plate. The 0-2 swing. Watts kind of drops it, but he's going to throw it to first and finish the play, and that'll be out number 2. 2 down. That'll bring up pitcher Harrison Simmons for the Pirates. I got some compliments on my calling yesterday, although I kind of thought it was subpar, but I want to thank you for giving me those. I think I got better in the 6th and 7th inning when the game got more exciting. I'm telling you, man, that Washington County Golden Hawk defense, the pace of it was just a little slow. First pitch to Simmons will be in for strike 1. And I'm not saying that's anything bad. I'm just saying, the rhythm of the game kind of slows down, and it slows you down. Kind of makes you have to fill in more. The game is upbeat, fast pace. You don't really have to do much, but call what you see. Musselman throwing this one in the dirt, and that'll be ball 1. Watts moving over to his right to block it up. Simmons is going to step back in. He bats from the right, wearing number 12 today. Here's the pitch. He's going to pop this one up, foul, and out of play. The American flag and the 1996 state champ flag in left field is blowing hard. There is a breeze out there. Looking at everybody's hair, you can tell that it's blowing. I didn't even bother fixing mine today because I knew it was going to be windy. Just kind of walked out of the house. The 1-2, breaking ball. And Musselman didn't get a call on that one. That'll be ball 2. Simmons steps back in. Musselman working from the stretch. He's going to come set now. Runner at second has his lead. The 2-2. Trying a curveball there. Didn't really work. That'll be ball 3. Musselman loads up the count. And with 2 down, let's see if Musselman can get the Dogs out of this one without putting another runner on base or allowing a base hit. He's going to come set, and the full count pitch. Swing and a miss, and that will be strike 3. So the Bulldogs give up 1 run here in the top of the first inning to the Appling County Pirates. Let's see if they can come in and get some hits going. We'll take a break and come back on Y101.
Casting WLYU FM, Lyons, Vidalia, Y101.
For over 35 years, Thriftway, your Galaxy food store, has been serving the community and is your family-owned and operated hometown grocery store. Michael Grimes and his staff strive to support their community and give customers service second to none. Also, make Thriftway's meat department your first stop when you're looking for fresh USDA-certified meats. Their professional meat cutters are always happy to get you the perfect cut of meat. Come in and save throughout the store every day at Thriftway, your Galaxy food store in Lyons.
Community Hospice in Vidalia has been serving families in our community for over 20 years. With their years of service and expertise, they are who you need to call when a family member is facing life's toughest challenges. CEO Jason Colbert will ensure that your family member is treated with the utmost decency and respect. You can call them today at 912-537-0063, or you can go by the facilities at 904 Mount Vernon Road in Vidalia. Jason Colbert and the gang at Community Hospice would like to send their best wishes to Bulldog Senior number 22, Gray Stevens, and wish him the best of luck in his senior season.
Now back to the field for more Toombs County High School baseball on Y101.
And welcome back to the Toombs County Athletic Facility, a beautiful place. If you haven't been, I still am encouraging you to come out and check out what they have. They have a new baseball field, a new softball field, and a track and field complex, which is right over there, which is to the left and behind me. It's huge. On the mound for Appling County will be Harrison Simmons. Now, Appling County pitched a good number of pitchers in the game when the Bulldogs traveled over there. And I didn't keep track of all of them, but Simmons could have been one that they faced. I know to start off the game they faced get back to the page here. To start off the game, they faced Dawson Harrelson. Then they brought in Aiden Livingston. So anyway, we'll see how they face off here against Harrison Simmons. Up to bat first is leadoff man Chandler Lynn. He'll be followed by pitcher Chase Musselman, and then playing right field today, junior Jason Dukes. I mentioned yesterday, and I'll mention it again today, I had a conversation with Jason just before the game yesterday. It was kind of professional, and by professional I mean them understanding that I'm on the radio, and then, kind of got unprofessional. You can do with that what you will. Do keep in mind, I'm only 2 years older than them. Or really, if they're seniors out there, I'm only a year older than them. So with 1 run on the board for Appling County, let's see if the Bulldogs can retaliate here and score some. First pitch to Lynn is going to miss off the plate for ball 1. In last night's game, Chandler Lynn went 0 for 4. He reached on 2 errors, so as far as on base percentage goes, he was .500 in that game. Next pitch missing outside. That'll be 2 balls and no strikes. Lynn bats from the left, the 2-0 from Simmons. And Lynn out to 3 balls and no strikes. Simmons is really trying to eat that outside edge of the plate to get Lynn to put it over to his third baseman or shortstop, the 3-0, and that one misses. Same location, all 4 of those pitches missed at about the same location, and that'll be a walk for Chandler Lynn. And with a runner on first, that'll bring up senior Chase Musselman. Musselman's wearing number 4, and of course, I mentioned earlier, the Bulldogs are in all white today. Chandler Lynn is going to get his lead at first. Simmons is going to come set, working from the stretch. First pitch to Musselman is going to be inside for ball 1. Musselman with a bit of an open stance. His front foot's back just a bit. The 1-0. And that's going to be in for a strike. The count's even. 1 ball, 1 strike on Musselman. He steps back in. Of course, Musselman, he bats from the right. I feel like some of these guys, I've mentioned them so much, I almost don't need to tell you how they bat or field. This next pitch is going to get by catcher Griffiths, and Chandler Lynn's down to second, and now Chandler Lynn is running to third. And Derek James, the head coach of the Bulldogs, is going to hold him up there. The ball sort of got stuck here behind home plate, and Chandler Lynn took full advantage of that opportunity and just kept running. So a Bulldog in easy scoring position right here. It could tie the game back up at 1-1, and that is exactly what the Bulldogs need to do. So let's see if they can. Simmons now going to work from the windup, the 2-1 to Musselman, and that's going to even up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2. Musselman swings, gets a piece of it, and fouls it off. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes on the right-handed hitter. Wish I knew that umpire's name. One behind home plate. The field umpire is currently standing back behind the mound over to the right between second and third. The 2-2, Musselman gets another piece of it and fouls it off just over the head of the umpire. Sort of bounced up in the air and fell right behind him. Will Watts or Gray Stevens. Gray Stevens is going to run over from the dugout and get that foul ball. Go through the lineup. I'll be right eventually. Simmons still working from the stretch, and the 2-2 pitch is on the way. Musselman gets under this one. Lynn possibly going to tag. Actually, it doesn't look like it's going to get out quite far enough, and the ball drops, and Lynn is going to score anyway. Musselman's going to head down to second where he's being held up, and the Bulldogs have tied the game up 1-1. And a run scored. That'll bring up right fielder Jason Dukes, and boy, if he hasn't been on a roll lately, hitting shots to the outfield, some of them being caught, some of them getting down. In last night's game, he went 1 for 3 with a base hit in the second. And in the game before that, he went 1 for 3 with a sac fly that scored a run in Tatnall. So if he gets a hit here, he'll have a 3-game hitting streak. And unfortunately for Gray Stevens, his 3-game hitting streak ended last night when he was unable to get a hit for himself, going 0 for 3 in last night's game. And if you're not familiar with how you score baseball, if they reach on an error, it's not considered anything. It only helps the on-base percentage. If they reach on a walk, it's not even considered an at-bat. Same thing with being hit by a pitch. So there's a lot that goes into the statistical keeping of baseball. First pitch to Jason Dukes is going to miss low for ball 1. Musselman is at second, so another dog in scoring position. He has his lead. Simmons coming set. Working from the stretch with a runner at second. Musselman, shortstop working him. Now he's going to get a lead. Next pitch to Dukes is going to be called for strike 1. So Jason, his stance, he's sort of got 1 foot behind the other, spread out about shoulder width apart. Simmons going to work from the stretch continuously here with a runner at second. Here's the pitch. And it gets by the catcher. Musselman is going to be standing on third. So with a runner at third, easy scoring position now. Ground ball in the infield. If base running goes right, could score the run. If you get the team to play into that and they throw it to first, Musselman has good enough lead at third and walk home. But we'll see how it goes. 2 balls and 1 strike on Jason Dukes. Simmons is coming set, winding, and the 2-1. Swing, and did he get a piece of it? Yes, he did. That'll be a foul ball. Back into the wall behind home plate. Two balls and 1 strike on the right-handed hitter, Jason Dukes. Got a 2-game hitting streak going here. Can he extend it to 3? We're about to find out. Here's the 2-2. And Dukes takes a breaking ball, and that'll be strike 3. All right, so hopefully the Bulldogs don't get into their offensive thing. And by that, all I mean is leaving runners on base in scoring position, because every runner you leave on base is 1 less run on the board, right? Up to bats, Gray Stevens. First pitch to him. He takes a hard swing and misses for strike 1. Gray Stevens makes full use of the first 2 strikes. And what I mean by that is in baseball, you're taught that on strike 1 and 2 to swing hard as you can, because what do you have to lose? Next pitch is in the dirt, so that'll make it ball 1. Because if by chance you make contact with the ball swinging out of your shoes, you know it's going to go way out there. And I guess the flip side to that is it could go way up into the air. The 1-1 over Stevens' head. That'll be ball 2. Stevens wearing number 22 today. Yeah, today. It's only 111. Stevens is going to step in. A wide stance, the 2-1. And that'll be ball 3. So Stevens has worked himself ahead here in the count. 3 balls and 1 strike. The 3-1 from Simmons is on the way, and Stevens gets way up under this one. Musselman possibly tagging from third if that ball drops, and it does for a base hit for Gray Stevens, which is going to turn into an RBI single, and the Bulldogs are now on top 2-1. With 1 down and a runner at first, that'll bring up number 19, sophomore Will Watts. Watts, of course, has played numerous positions on the team. I've seen him play third. I've seen him play the outfield. I've seen him catch, which is what he's doing today. Simmons is going to come set. Stevens with a lead. Watts swinging at a ball that was working inside on him. That'll be strike 1. So Simmons is going to come set. Stevens with the lead, the 0-1. Watts sort of pulling himself out of the swing there, missing, make it 0-2. That front foot seems like it's coming a little front to my left, which would be anybody's left if you're looking at the field the way I'm looking at it, which is the majority of people, and swing and a miss for strike 3. I have to give credit to Simmons on that, or whoever's calling the pitches, because they saw that Watts' front foot was coming out just a bit. And so what do you do when somebody's stepping out, left-handed or right-handed batter? You put one by them running fast as you can. You throw a fastball. 2 down to bring up Alex Gordy. First pitch to him. He's going to swing and miss for strike 1. And also, Coach James yesterday was talking about how he hasn't found the perfect order for his lineup, and he's still working on that today, the 0-1. Gordy goes backside, and it's going to skip the base hit for him. So now the Bulldogs have runners on first and second. With 2 down, the Bulldogs have had 2 base hits in this inning already. That'll bring up junior Bryson Stanley wearing number 2. So Stanley steps in. Simmons working from the stretch with runners on first and second, gives a look over to Gordy at first. Now he comes set, delivers to the plate. Stanley hits this one onto the ground. It's going to ricochet off the glove of the pitcher over to the second baseman, and Stanley is there safely. And here comes Gray Stevens to the dish, and the Bulldogs score another run. 3-1 Toombs County. And with 2 down, that'll bring up senior Foster Jones, who wears number 16 for the Bulldogs, batting from the right, open stance just a bit. Runners are on first and second. The pitch, going to be in for strike 1 on the outside edge. Yeah, the wind is blowing here at Toombs County Athletic Facility. The 0-1 to Jones. He puts it a line drive into the glove of first baseman Harrelson, and that'll end the inning. But look at the Bulldogs scoring 3 runs here in the bottom of the first, and the Bulldogs have the lead 3-1 as we go into the second inning. You're listening to Bulldog Baseball on Y101.
You've heard the name. You've seen it many times. But do you know the real story of General So? Neither do we, but we do know it's a fantastic sauce. Try Zaxby's new General So's boneless chicken wings. The perfect blend of sweet and heat. And oh so delicious. It's legendary chicken with a legendary sauce. The new General So's boneless wings meal with crinkle fries and a 22-ounce drink. For a limited time, only at Zaxby's.
Have you heard the news? There's a new business in town, Doodlebugs. Formerly Pitch and Stitch, is owned and operated by Mona Jones. Doodlebugs is located at 111 Southeast Main Street in Vidalia. We embroider, screen print, and vinyl most items. Come see us Monday through Friday. Our hours are 9:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. We can't wait to see you at Doodlebugs.
Now back to the field for more high school baseball with the Toombs County Bulldogs on Y101.
And welcome back to the Toombs County Athletic Facilities on Y101. The Toombs County Bulldogs are on top of the Appleton County Pirates 3-1 here in the top of the second inning. And Musselman's on the mound. Up to bat for the Pirates will be shortstop Patrick Crosby, center fielder Michael Bass, designated hitter Logan Atkins, and right fielder Malachi Mullis. And that will wrap up the lineup, and then back to the top of the order the Pirates will go. So if you're ever out of town and you can't pick up Y101, but the Bulldogs are playing, you can listen to our audio stream by going to YouTube and typing in Y101 Live Sports Action. But if you're in town, you can just reach up to your radio and adjust the knob to 100.9 and then never take it off. Chase Musselman's up on the mound, working from the windup. First pitch, missing for ball 1. Out of the 3 runs the Bulldogs just scored there in the bottom of the inning, I awarded them 1 earned run. The 1-0. Swing and a miss for strike one. Looked like a slider there that Musselman threw. Had some cutting movement on it. Musselman working from the windup with no one on base, the 0-1. A nice breaking ball in for strike two. That'll make it 1 ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 for Musselman. It's going to be hit back up the middle. Cortez is running over, gets a glove on it, knocks it down, but not going to make a play, and that was a smart thing to do there. But he kept it from going out into the outfield, and Crosby reaches on a base hit. So that'll bring up center fielder Michael Bass, who's going to bat from the left-hand side, wearing number 15 today for the Pirates. Musselman back on the mound, going to work from the stretch here with a runner at first. He's going to show bunt early. He throws the pitch high for ball one. That's the typical lefty thing to do when you get up in the batter's box and there's a runner at first is bunt, right? Musselman going to come set. Bass showing bunt early, and Musselman throws this one a little low. That'll be 2 balls and no strike. Let's see. Bunt defense here. I would suggest that Bryson Stanley comes in on the run. Musselman going to throw back to first. Crosby's there safely. Let's see. If Bryson breaks to come in, you would have, well, I don't know. It depends on which way it goes. If you want to keep Stevens at first. And if Stevens stays at first, then Gordy would go to second, and Cortez would come over here to third. And the bunt is successfully laid down. Musselman fields it, almost overthrows Stevens, but Stevens was able to get up there and catch it for out number 1. I cannot tell you how many times I've seen a bunt ball like that be overthrown to first base. Which is something you really, really don't want to happen. Up to bat now is the DH Logan Atkins, who is DHing for left fielder Bo Peacock. Runner stole there, so now there's a runner at second for the Pirates. Time has been called, and Watts is going out to talk to Chase. Bulldogs still on top 3-1 here in the top of the second inning. And Watts is coming back behind the plate. Musselman's going to step on the mound, working from the stretch with a runner at second. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the 1-0. And that's going to even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Head coach of the Pirates is Jeremy Smith. Musselman still working from the stretch. I say that as if I'm surprised. Now he's going to step off the back of the mound. Head coach of the Bulldogs is, of course, Derek James, with assistant coaches Don Mims, Patrick Kraft, and Hayne Brandt. The 1-1. Going to come inside on a left-handed batter. That'll be ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike on Atkins. Musselman going to come set, giving a look at his runner at second, and the 2-1 is going to be poked into the 5-6 hole for a base hit by Cody Cortez. Left fielder Foster Jones is on the hop, gets it in quick to cut off man, third baseman Bryson Stanley, and that's going to hold runners up at first and third. So with runners on the corners and 1 down, that'll bring up right fielder, another lefty, Malachi Mullis. For some reason, when we went over to Appling, I only remembered 2 lefties in the lineup for them. And if you're a left-hander, you know how how rare you are. Swing and a miss by Mullis for strike one. I mean, because, large majority of people are right-handed. That's why there's a National Left-Handers Day. The 0-1 is going to be sort of like a swinging bunt. Musselman going to go ahead and go to first, get the out there, play at the plate. Here's the throw, and it was offline. But there's a play at third. Watts is going to throw, and he is out. So that ends the inning, and however, Appleton scores another run. So now the Bulldogs only lead by 3-2. We'll take a break and come back on Y101.
It's baseball season, and we at First Franklin Financial are big fans of our local teams. When life strikes with sudden expenses, First Franklin has been there to help for over 80 years. We offer fixed loan rates up to $15,000 with easy payment plans and fast approvals. Visit us online at oneffc.com or give us a call at 537-3062. All loan terms and applicable APRs depend on meeting our underwriting and income criteria for the loan size requested and may require collateral. Georgia Residential Mortgage License C5656.
Tar Land and Timber Incorporated is the first place you should look when you have the need of timber harvesting. Tommy Rollins, owner of Tar Land and Timber Incorporated, has more than 35 years experience in timber harvesting and land management. Tommy offers you top prices for all pine and hardwood timber, including poles, logs, chip and saw, and pulpwood. Give them a call at 565-8850 or visit the location at 9505 Highway number 1 south of Lyons. Tommy Rollins, owner of Tar Land and Timber Incorporated, proud to serve the people of Toombs County and the surrounding area with the best prices and most professional timber harvesting job.
Now back to the field for all the hard-hitting action. It's Toombs County Bulldog baseball right here on Y101.
And welcome back to the Toombs County Athletic Facilities here on Y101. The Bulldogs are in action in a non-region game versus the Appleton County Pirates, and the Bulldogs are on top 3-2. And we're only in the bottom of the second inning. Harrison Simmons is still on the mound for Appleton County. Up to bat for the Bulldogs will be Cody Cortez, Chandler Lynn, and Chase Musselman. We'll come back in just a second to baseball. Harrison Simmons is still warming up on the mound. If you missed it, because I'm connected to news because I have to be for the journalism class that I'm in. Because we have to do a lot of writing and stuff like that about news topics. And you missed the Fox News because we were doing the ball game, but I'll tell you what they were going to talk about. The Senate did pass the $1.9 trillion COVID relief package today. And I'm Bryce Brady for Fox News. So Cody Cortez steps in. The first pitch from Simmons is going to be put in for a strike. Simmons working from the windup, the 0-1, missing outside. People ask me all the time if I want to go into like news like that, but I don't really care to deliver news like that. It's not really my thing. The 1-1. That'll be called for strike two. Cortez is falling behind. If I went to any kind of TV reporting, it would definitely be for sports or maybe a political correspondent for stuff like that, but I'm not sure about an anchor for news. The 1-2. Going to be hit onto the ground of the shortstop. Crosby fields it, fires to first, and Cortez is out by a step. One down. I mean, the news anchors, it's like hosting a show in a way. I mean, they are the host of the show, and then they have people out and reporters and stuff like that, but I don't know. Never liked being in front of a camera. I'd much rather be behind a microphone. The first pitch to Lynn, missing high for ball one. That way you don't have to see me, you just hear me. Which, in his younger days, Barney was on TV, the 1-0. That'll be in for strike one. I just don't know if I could do it, be on TV. I have been, the 1-1. And that'll be in for strike two on the outside edge. Been on TV a couple of times. It was all right. The 1-2. Lynn's going to hit this on the ground. The first baseman, Harrelson, makes a diving catch, but Lynn is called out. He looked safe to me, and yeah, here comes head coach Derek James, but I don't think it was to appeal the call. It was tell Lynn to get off the field. But man, oh man, that was a close one. 2 down. I'm going to bring up Chase Musselman, who's pitching today for the Bulldogs. In last night's game, the Bulldogs only had 4 hits and 2 walks. Musselman going to lay down a bunt, try to outrun it. The pitcher, Simmons, is coming away. Here's the throw. Musselman is safe. Yeah, I called that before the umpire. That was the only right call. Runner at first, and then I'll bring up Jason Dukes. You know, sometimes I've only done things like that a few times and been wrong. Like I'll say that was a strike, but then the umpire will say, well, that was a ball. Because I'll call it before I see a sign. A kind of hand gesture from them, just from the way it looks from my perspective. Musselman's going to steal a hit and run. Dukes puts it on the ground, and it's going to go into the glove of the shortstop, but nothing happened with it because the shortstop was moving over to second to cover a steal from Musselman, and Jason Dukes lays down a successful hit and run. And he reaches with a base hit. So he's just extended his 2-hit game streak to 3, and that'll bring up Gray Stevens. Dukes is playing right field today. In my mind, I thought, and I was like, why is Dukes still on the field? You need to put in a runner for Dukes. But no, Dukes is in right today, so he gets to run. Both of them have extravagant leads from first and second. The pitch to Stevens is going to be on the inside for ball 1. One ball strike on Gray. Simmons is going to come set. And time has been called. Catcher Dawson Griffiths is going to go out to talk to his pitcher, Harrison Simmons. And now he's coming back behind the plate. Stevens could definitely increase the Bulldogs' lead here. And looking at this Appling team and knowing what they can do offensively, that would be the best protocol here. Is to continuously increase the lead all throughout the game. Here's the pitch. Actually, Simmons is going to throw back to second. Musselman's there safely. Gray Stevens steps in. Bulldogs leading 3-2. Simmons coming set. Winding and delivers. And that pitch is going to miss for ball 2. Two balls and no strikes on Gray Stevens. Simmons coming set, looking at Musselman at second, and he's going to deliver to the plate. And Stevens hits this one on the ground to the second baseman, Carter. He fields it, fires to first, and that'll end the inning. So the Bulldogs get some base hits with some runners on base, but unable to score any more. The Bulldogs lead 3-2 as we break on Y101.
Don't miss another dose of your medication. With All Care Pharmacy's Care Plus packaging, we help you remember to take your medication the way your doctor prescribed it. We secure all of your refills for you each month, package your medications by dose and time of day, and we offer free delivery in Lyons and Vidalia, all at no additional charge. Call Debbie Holly at 912-524-0100 for more information.
McClendon Enterprises Incorporated is your local go-to contractor for turnkey civil construction services. We've been a proud supporter of local athletics since our start in 1979 and are appreciative of the values instilled in our youth by the coaches and staff of the Toombs County school system over these years. If you're interested in pursuing a challenging yet rewarding career in civil construction, please visit our website at mcclendenenterprises.com today. Now back to the field for all the hard-hitting action. It's Toombs County Bulldog baseball right here on Y101.
And welcome back to the facility here at Y101. The Toombs County Bulldogs are playing host to the Appling County Pirates in game 2 of 2 for this season, a non-region matchup between the two teams. Appling, of course, is AAA, right? Bulldogs are AA. And the Bulldogs are leading by 1, 3-2 as we're in the top of the third inning. The Bulldogs jumped on the Pirates in the bottom of the first, but the Pirates have added a pair of runs in the top of the first and the top of the second. If they do it again here in the third, it'll be all tied up. Looks like we're about ready to go here. Up to bat, we're back to the top of the order to Dawson Harrelson, Brantley Carter, and Thomas Higgins for the Pirates. Now, I heard Coach James say something last night. I don't know if it was a mistake or if it is true, and I just don't know. But I have the Bulldogs playing next week on Tuesday. He said something about Monday, and as far as I know, there is no game on Monday. Maybe for the JV. Let me look. Yeah, there is a game for the JV, and it's a doubleheader. It'll be here at 5. So that must be what he's talking about. The first pitch to Harrelson, in for ball 1. Here's the pitch. Missing. Make it 2 balls and no strikes. Junior varsity so far this season has won both of the games they've played. Next pitch, and that misses, and Harrelson is ahead 3 balls and no strikes. Next week, Toombs County has a busy week. They'll be playing Tuesday at Coffee, Thursday and Friday here at home, the 3-0, and that'll be in for strike 1. And the game on Thursday and Friday is a junior varsity doubleheader, and they'll be playing host to Bleckley and Tatnall here in Lyons. But on Tuesday, they'll be traveling to Douglas to take on Coffee County. Now, I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys, next pitch will be ball 4. That my class on Tuesday ends at 3:15, and from Statesboro to Douglas, it's about a 2-hour drive. So I will, what's the game time? 5:45? I'm going to try my hardest to be there Tuesday, but if I just think that I'm not going to make it, I will call and let Robin and the Y101 gang know so they can tell you guys. Brantley Carter steps up. First pitch, he showed bunt, but that'll be in for ball 1. But as for now, for that Tuesday game in Coffee, plan for me to be there. Carter going to show bunt again, and he's going to pull back, swing, and a miss. Watts throwing to first, almost let that ball get away. So 1-1 on Brantley Carter. The runner at first was safe. Chase Musselman working from the stretch, runner at first with a lead. Musselman looks back. Now he comes set. He's showing bunt again, and he lays down a bunt. That's going to stay fair. Watts picks it up, throws it to first, out there, and a runner gets down to second. Nice play by the Bulldogs there. They were going to try to let it roll foul, then realized it wasn't, and said, let's go ahead and get the out. That'll bring up number 11, Thomas Higgins. He scored the first run of the game for Appling County on an RBI double, scoring Dawson Harrelson, who reached on an error by Cody Cortez. Brantley Carter has bunted not once but twice in this game, and it has both been successful in advancing runners, and the runner being Dawson Harrelson. Thomas Higgins, a tall guy. Musselman going to come set, the runner at second. Harrelson has his lead, the pitch to the plate. A nice little slider there, in for strike 1. Musselman receiving the sign from his catcher, from his catcher, Will Watts. Got in the habit of saying catcher Jason Dukes. Here's the pitch, missing outside. Make it 1-1. But Dukes, they're giving him a break today, and he's in right field. Coach James just working on what he has to see what he can use in the region, how many of his guys can catch. The 1-1, almost hitting Higgins, but that'll be ball 2. I don't think Musselman got the break that he wanted on that pitch. So Musselman is going to come set here. Giving a look at his runner, and the 2-1 is on the way. Swing and a miss, got him chasing there. That'll make it 2 balls and 2 strikes with 1 down. Musselman coming set. Giving a look at his runner, and the 2-2. Going to be lined over the glove of Musselman onto the ground, Alex Gordy, and he fields it, fires the first out there, and Harrelson gets down to third. Musselman had his glove about 2 inches higher. He would have made an awesome play off the mound. But either way, the out was made, and that's all that matters. That'll bring up Dawson Griffiths, the catcher. Musselman's coming set, giving a look at his runner at third, delivers to the plate, almost hitting him. The ball's going to get by Watts, and a run scores. So Appling does it again here in the third. They score another run. So what I'm seeing here is they keep going with the same routine with the top of the lineup. Harrelson gets on. Carter's going to bunt. Higgins is going to try to swing, hit backside, and then Griffiths, if that hasn't been done by Higgins, Griffiths is going to score a run. But the bases are cleared. Let's see if the Bulldogs can get him out. Next pitch called for strike 1. That'll be 1 ball and 1 strike on Dawson Griffiths. Musselman coming set and working from the windup. The 1-1 is on the way. That'll be in for strike 2. So the count is 1 ball and 2 strikes on Dawson Griffiths, who is catching for the Pirates. Musselman winding, and the 1-2. It's going to be poked, and that ball's going to drop down for a base hit. Chandler Lynn gets it on the hop and gets it in. So with 2 down, that'll bring up Harrison Simmons. Simmons is pitching today for the Pirates. If you're just tuning in, Bulldogs are on top. Or actually, the game is tied. 3-3. Pirates just tying it up here with a run in the top of the third. So with 2 down, here Musselman working from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Simmons. And it's going to miss for ball 1. Musselman going to give a look at his base runner, which I assume somebody's running for Griffiths as he is the catcher. This ball's going to be popped foul and go out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike. Last night as I was walking out of here, Foster's father, not going to say his name on the radio just because I don't know if he wants to be on the radio like that. I always make sure with people. He told me good job, and I said thank you, but the thought came to my mind is, how does he know if I actually did a good job? Was he listening? Musselman going to throw over to first. But I remember many years ago when Barney was calling, and I was a young man or a young boy or young something, whatever you want to call me, and I would go to Jackie Jones Field. This ball is going to be hit deep to left field. Jones is there and makes the catch, and that'll be out number 3. I'll finish that story in a second. When we come back, the game is tied up at 3-all. We'll take a break and come back on Y101.
What's your money doing right now? Is it sitting there doing absolutely nothing? It's time to start putting it to work. Invest it. Make it grow for the future. Come see us, and together we'll develop an investment strategy tailored just for you. Together we grow. We're an equal housing lender. People's Bank, where people come first. Member FDIC. Online at ourpeoplesbank.com.
Tired after a hard day at work? Or do you just not feel like cooking after church? Then come let the friendly folks at Shoney's in Vidalia do all the cooking for you and yours. Get their delicious 8-piece fried chicken meal with 2 large sides, 4 biscuits, and a gallon of that famous sweet tea, all for $18.99. Shoney's also offers that in a 12-piece or a 16-piece. Come let the friendly folks at Shoney's take all the work out of dinner at 2505 Highway 280 in Vidalia, or call 912-537-0922.
Now we're going back to the field for more high school baseball with the Toombs County Bulldogs on Y101.
And welcome back to the Toombs County Athletic Facilities here on Y101. The Bulldogs are tied up with the Pirates at 3-all here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. See if the Bulldogs can score some runs here in the bottom of this inning to break the tie. Just got some information that I didn't know. The Bulldogs will be celebrating senior night next Friday, March 12th. And that'll be the junior varsity doubleheader here in Lyons. And I think they're doing that to ensure that they can get it in. Because with COVID regulations and all kind of different stuff, you never know what may come up. As last year proved that to us, right? I actually left one of Y101's antennas in the old press box because when I left that game on March 12th, I didn't know that everything was going to be shut down and canceled the next day. I just assumed that, well, I'll be back eventually. Almost a year later, I returned to get the antenna. The first pitch to Will Watts will be in for strike 1. Man, it really did sit up there a whole year. The 0-1 going to be called for strike 2. It's crazy to think how fast a year can go. But anyway, back to the story. So I remember as a young kid going to the Jackie Jones games over there. And I mean, if I was to guess a year, I would say 2010, 2011, 2012. It was a while. Swing and a miss by Watts, and that'll be his second strikeout of the game. But I remember everywhere you went and anywhere you walked, you heard a radio. And it was Barney. There was a radio in the concession stand. There was a radio. I always heard the radio in the dugout. But, I mean, typically the team doesn't keep a radio in there. I mean, that's just not something that's done. It can be distracting. First pitch to Gordy, called for strike 1. But maybe it was. Maybe they did. I'm not sure. But there were radios everywhere, people wearing those headphones. Next pitch in the dirt for ball 1, listening to the game while it was happening, while they were there. So, it brings me, I feel like I've ran a horse here to get to a really short point in the story. Is when Foster's dad told me, good job last night. Maybe he was listening to a radio he had. Gordy fouling this one off. Makes it 1 ball, 2 strikes. I know Matt Lynn, who is in the dugout and the color commentator for the Toombs County High School Bulldog football team on Y101. He told me last night on the phone that he really wants to get a pocket radio so he can listen to me in the dugout. The 0-2, swing, or the 1-2 and a miss. That'll be strike 3. So we're seeing the Bulldogs kind of fall back into that offensive slump right here, which against the Napolitan County Pirate team is really not something you want to do. Of course, many years ago, a guy by the name of Byron Buxton played on this team, went to play and is still playing, I'm pretty sure, with the Minnesota Twins. Very fast guy. I have an autographed ball by him, and I have an autographed scorecard. Bryson Stanley going backside, hitting it foul for strike 1 from Simmons. DR Meadows and his team is back in action. There's actually a picture of Jeremy Beasley in here in the press box. Last I checked was playing with a minor league team under the Diamondbacks Bryson Stanley hits this one on the ground. Shortstop Crosby makes an excellent play, moving over to the center of the diamond. And Simmons has a 3-up, 3-down inning. We move into the top of the fourth. Let's see if the Bulldogs can stop the pattern that Appleton County has going by scoring a run in each inning. We'll see. We'll take a break and come back on Y101.
Does your home have its own weather pattern? Rivers Air Conditioning and Heating can help you by servicing your current system or by providing you with a new energy-efficient Linux system featuring innovative iComfort 530 thermostats that lets you monitor and adjust your home system anywhere from your smartphone app. Call Rivers Air Conditioning today at 912-537-8490 or visit them online at riversac.net. Patriot Gas in Vidalia is happy to serve its community, and it's been serving its community for over 15 years. With a combined experience of over 55 years and the only true locally owned gas service in town. And if you need them on the weekend, they'll be there too. From gas logs to fireplaces to stoves and propane, Patriot Gas in Vidalia is the only choice to get the job done efficiently and effectively. If you need to call them, the number is 537-1943, or you can go by and visit the location at 209 Green Street in Vidalia.
And now we take you back to the field for all the action of the Toombs County Bulldogs on Y101.
And welcome back. Another thing I was talking with the Dogs in the dugout yesterday about is offensively, they have been known to be a team that if they score a lot of runs early in the game, they kind of just stop. They kind of just stop scoring runs. I don't know why, but even they recognize that as the team. But it's like, let's go out here and score as many as we can. Hopefully that'll be enough where you can just coast the rest of the game. And I was telling them yesterday, I was like, it's really not going to work. You got to score runs in every inning if possible. That is the goal. You score runs in every inning of the game. And here right now, that's currently what the Appleton County Pirates have done. Scored one in the first, one in the second, and one in the third. Let's see if Chase Musselman and his Toombs County Bulldog defense can stop that here in the top of the fourth. Up to bat is number 4, shortstop Patrick Crosby, and he'll be followed by number 15, center fielder Michael Bass. And Musselman's going to start out with the windup here. First pitch from him. Be low for ball 1. Musselman winding, delivering the 1-0. Going to be poked backside, and it's going to drop in for a base hit in right field. Watts moving over and going to get it. Or Dukes. Dukes is moving over. Watts is behind the plate. And that'll be a base hit for Patrick Crosby. I don't know why I keep doing that. It's just because typically if they're playing, Watts is in right and Dukes is behind the plate, but they switched it up this game. I even made it a point to remind you guys that that happens typically every other game. And listen to me, I still can't get it right. Musselman working from the stretch. Bass is going to show bunt, but doesn't. And I believe that's ball 1. Did he pull back? I didn't see a pullback, but I didn't see the umpire do anything either. So I'm going to go with ball 1. If not, the umpire will see the scoreboard and correct it. He'll hold up his hands. Bass bunting again, except he bunts this one foul. Third base side. That's definitely strike 1. So the umpire seems to be good with the scoreboard, meaning that we're good with the count. 1 ball, 1 strike on Michael Bass. Musselman going to give a look back to Crosby, who's at first. He's coming set, the 1-1, missing way away. I'll make it 2-1. Chase, coming set, going to throw back to first. So I guess he didn't come set, right? Crosby was there safely. And Musselman giving a look back at Crosby, working from the stretch. Now he's going to come set and going to throw back to first. Crosby's there safely. A tag wasn't even applied. And I just say that to say that's how safe he was. Seen Musselman do crazy things on the mound, crazy good. Michael Bass swing and a miss. Maybe we were wrong. Maybe that first pitch was a strike. Man, oh man. Well, I'm wrong all the time, so it's nothing new. And that'll be a strikeout, so one down. That'll bring up DH Logan Atkins. Musselman giving a look at Crosby. One down. Throw to the plate. Off-speed pitch there for ball one. Musselman receiving the sign from his catcher, Will Watts. Now he's going to come set the 1-0. Missing a little outside. That'll make it 2-0 with a runner at first. For a second there, I forgot there was a runner on base, and I was like, maybe I should look up and see if that runner's still over there. Because they'll steal on you. The 2-0. Going to be hit onto the ground to Cortez. Double play situation here. The Bulldogs get it. Flip to second, throw to first, and that is a Bulldog double play to end the inning. And now we go into the bottom of the fourth inning. The game is still tied. Let's see if the Bulldogs can break it. We'll take a break and come back on Y101. Actually, let's just keep it here. I gave it a few seconds, and I didn't hear a commercial break air, so I guess we're going to keep it here. Maybe I think I have a picture of the sponsors on my phone still. I guess I'll read out something to keep it going. Oh, yeah, here we go. Toombs County High School baseball on Y101 could not be possible without these fine sponsors. Thriftway, your Galaxy Food Center in Lyons, Community Hospice in Vidalia, Zaxby's in Vidalia, Doodlebugs in Vidalia, First Franklin Financial in Vidalia, All Care Pharmacy and Healthcare Services in Lyons, Tarland and Timber in Lyons, McClendon Enterprises in Vidalia, People's Bank in Lyons and Vidalia, Shoney's in Vidalia, Rivers Heating and Air in Vidalia, Patriot Gas in Vidalia, Southeastern Technical College in Vidalia, Toombs Auto Parts in Lyons, Stevens Truck Center in Lyons, K&K Septic Tank in Lyons, and Omaha EMC in Lyons. And welcome back. Foster Jones is up to bat in the bottom of the fourth. First pitch from Simmons to him. Foster is going to hit into the glove of first baseman Harrelson for out number one. You always have to be ready for things like that. And I was ready. Whew. Thank goodness I still had that picture. Here's the pitch. That'll be in for strike one on Cody Cortez. Next pitch missing for ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike on Cortez. 1-1. Going to be called for strike two. Next pitch called for a strike. Actually, that'll be strike three. On Cortez, 2 down. That'll bring up Chandler Lynn. Lynn batting from the left-hand side. First pitch to him, missing outside for ball one. The game is still tied at 3-3 here in Toombs County between the Bulldogs and the Pirates. We're in the bottom of the fourth. The Bulldogs are up to bat. Here's the pitch to Lynn. That'll be in for a strike. One thing I think the Bulldogs are still doing offensively that they could improve on is taking a lot of strikes. What I mean by that, they're not really swinging at balls that are, close to the strike zone, a little too close for comfort. Next pitch fouled off for strike 2. They're taking a lot of strikes, which you can't do. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Chandler Lynn. The 1-2 swing and a miss. And Simmons retires the side on a 3-up, 3-down. We'll take a break, and we'll come back in the top of the 5th on Y101.
This is TCD Broadcasting, WLYU FM, Lyons, Vidalia, Y101.
Plenty of colleges can promise you a route to a job. But did you know that Southeastern Technical College graduates have a 98% job placement rate? STC programs have you work and make connections with regional employers, and those connections translate into employment. And because Southeastern Tech students work with employers in the fields they study, STC's in-field job placement rate is incredible. Take the classes you want to get the job you want. For more information on enrollment, visit southeasterntech.edu.
There are great spring break savings going on at Brogdon Auto Parts, your Napa dealer in Swainsboro. Get the Evercraft dual position 3.6 volt light driver, just $39.99. Get the Evercraft 10-piece pliers and wrench set or the Evercraft 32-piece SAE and metric wrench set for only $24.99. And when it comes to car care, get the CRC brake clean chlorinated non-flammable 2 for $6. And the Napa diesel exhaust fluid DEF 2.5 gallons, only $9.99. And they also make hydraulic hoses. Brogdon Auto Parts, your local Napa dealer at 204 South Coleman Street in Swainsboro.
Now back to the field for more Toombs County High School baseball on Y101.
Welcome back. The Toombs County Bulldogs are here at home today on a makeup game, and it started at 1 p.m. Actually, first pitch was more like 12:51, 52, something like that. We started a few minutes early. The Bulldogs and the Pirates are tied, and we're in the top of the 5th inning. We're tied at 3-all. Let's see who can break the tie and keep the lead until the end of the game. And if you're listening to Y101, I assume you want the Bulldogs to do that. Let's see if they can. They have to play solid defense and get in and hit the ball in the bottom of the inning. See what the Bulldogs can pull out. Up to bat now will be Malachi Mullis, the right fielder for Appling. And he'll be followed by the top of the order to Dawson Harrelson and second baseman Brantley Carter. Musselman working from the windup, coming set and delivering. This ball's going to be popped up into the air. It's going to stay in the field for play. Bryson Stanley moving over into foul territory to his right, makes the catch, and that'll be out number 1. And the Bulldogs throw it around in celebration. 1 down. Now, it brings you to a place in their lineup where I've seen twice in a row that they do the same pattern here. I want to see if I'm right, and they do it again. Except this time, there's a little something new here. There's 1 out. Each time we've been to the top of the order, it was start off the game and then to start off the top of the 3rd inning. Musselman starts Harrelson off with a fastball, which he fouls off out of play for strike 1. Nothing in 1 on Harrelson. Musselman coming set. And the 0-1. Missing high. That'll make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Musselman was going for an off speed there. I think it rolled out of his hand. Not quite the right way he wanted it to, but nothing hurt. 1 ball, 1 strike on the batter. Musselman winding, and the 1-1. That one hit him on, just scooted by him. I don't think it hit him. 2 balls and 1 strike. On the right-handed Pirate hitter, leadoff hitter, number 14. He's playing first today for the team. The 2-1 for Musselman in the dirt. That'll be ball 3. It seems like Musselman's losing a bit of a grip on his pitches here. See if he can calm down and bring it back. He's coming set, and the 3-1. Yeah, he did. He puts this one foul and out of play. He went with the outside there, got him to foul it off. So now a full count on Dawson Harrelson. Watts settling back behind the plate. Musselman on the mound. One down. Full count pitch to Harrelson is on the way. Swing and a miss, and there's strike 3. 2 down. That'll bring up second baseman Brantley Carter. Carter's wearing number 13. He steps in both at bats in the first and third. He bunted, which I don't think he's going to do it here, but I could be wrong. Maybe he's just that fast. Here's the pitch. Nah, he's going to swing it. That'll be in for strike 1 on the outside edge. Usually you bunt with somebody on base. However, I have seen a team bunt with nobody on base. Chase Musselman just did it a few minutes ago, right? The 0-1 went inside and got away from Watts. That'll be ball 1. Yeah, Musselman bunted earlier with nobody on base, and he reached. So 1 ball and 1 strike on Brantley Carter. The 1-1. Missing low. That'll be 2 balls and 1 strike on the right-handed hitter. Musselman now going to come set. Still working from the windup. The 2-1. And that misses. That'll make it 3 balls and 1 strike. Musselman coming set, winding, and delivers a 3-1 swing and a miss. That'll be strike 2, so another full count situation here. Musselman coming set, Carter stepping, winding, and the full count. Swing and a miss, and Musselman retires the side. That'll be out number 3. We'll take a break and come back in the bottom of the 5th in a tied-up game on Y101.
The professional driver knows that Stevens Truck Center makes all the difference when it comes to repair work or the tune-up efficiency on their big rig diesel trucks. When driving, your business is dead in its tracks, and the certified mechanics at Stevens Truck Center understand that. So they get you back on the road faster. Plus, enjoy the fuel savings with their tune-up specials and Beeline alignment system. Save more locally with Stevens Truck Center, number 1 south of Lyons. Call 526-3118.
K&K Septic Tank Service, Highway 130 East in Vidalia, will take care of all your septic tank troubles. Ronald Kite is licensed and has over 25 years of professional experience. When the job needs to be right, call the best. That's K&K Septic Tank. Get ready for his numbers, 537-2319 or 293-2319. And again, that's K&K Septic Tank Service in Vidalia. Now, back to the field for more high school baseball with the Toombs County Bulldogs on Y101.
And I am Bryce Brady. We're back here in Toombs County, Georgia, right beside the high school, where the Bulldogs are facing off against the Appling County Pirates in a non-region matchup, and the game is tied at 3-all. The Pirates scored 1 in the first, 1 in the second, and 1 in the third, and the Bulldogs scored all 3 of their runs in the bottom of the first. So let's see if the Bulldogs can come in here and score some runs in the 5th. Up to bat will be pitcher Chase Musselman, followed by right fielder Jason Dukes, and then first baseman Gray Stevens. Let's see. As far as crowd evaluation goes, I see a decent amount of people here. A decent amount of people for Appling as well. But then again, Appling isn't that bad of a drive. Musselman hits this one onto the ground. The third baseman Higgins comes over, fields it, fires to first, and that'll be out number 1. So I'm going to give some words of advice to the Bulldog offense. out of the infield. Hit it that way into the green grass of the outfield, because I don't see this Appling County defense faltering. So let's see. Need a gap shot here. Jason Dukes will do it. He's been hitting some shots here recently. First pitch to Dukes. Works inside on him. That'll be ball one. See, there's a big old gap right down the left field line, a big gap in left center, big gap in right center, and a huge gap. If you could put it down that right field line, you'd run until you give out. Next pitch he's going to take for strike one on the outside edge. Yeah, if a right-hander could put it over there down that right field line, oh yeah, they'd run. Dukes fouls this one off for strike two, and they would just keep running. Let's see, the dimensions aren't up here at the new baseball fields. And usually at Jackie Jones, I would occasionally read the dimensions to right field, left field, and center field. But I don't see them posted out there. The 1-2, swing and a miss, and that'll be strike three. 2 down. So I'm hoping the Bulldogs can get some runs here, because if not, Appling might do it, and if Appling does it and the Bulldogs don't, then Appling will win, right? Isn't that the logic behind that? If Appling scores runs and the Bulldogs don't, Appling will win, and vice versa. First pitch to Gray Stevens. Be in for strike one. Stevens is looking for a base hit today. The 0-1, swing and a miss. Actually, Stevens had a base hit in the the bottom of the first. Excuse me. Yeah, an RBI single. He's looking for another hit. Always looking for a hit. 0-2 on Stevens with 2 down. And Simmons is winding. Stevens hits this one hard on the ground, and it takes a wicked hop and goes right over the head of the first baseman, Harrelson. And Stevens is standing on first base with a base hit. And by a wicked hop, I mean, it came off the grass of the immediate infield before it reached the dirt, and it just hopped right over his head. Nice job by Stevens. Now it's up to Will Watts, who has had back-to-back strikeouts in today's game. He's looking for a base hit. So let's see if Watts can do it right here in the bottom of the fifth. And the first pitch, swing and a miss for strike one. Runner at first. And 2 down. Simmons is coming set. He's going to give a look, winding the 0-1. Watts gets a piece of it, but fouls it out of play. That'll be strike two. So Simmons with working from the stretch and a runner at first, the 0-2, and oh man, that was very close, but that'll be ball one. You couldn't tell by the tone of my voice, I was actually getting ready to say strike three because of how close that one was, but Watts is the one in the batter's box, not me. I'm glad he is, because I think I would have walked to the dugout after that one. Here's the 1-2. He gets a piece of it, hits it on the ground to third baseman. He bobbles it. Can Watts outrun it? Here's the throw, and he is safe, because he pulls the first baseman off the bag. Very nice. And that gives the Bulldogs 2 base runners. The go-ahead run is on first or on second, and the additional lead is behind him on first. So let's see if Alex Gordy, the senior second baseman, can drive some Bulldogs home, or better yet, or actually that would be the best, or even just as good, get on base. If Gordy can get on base, that'll load up the bases. The runner's on first and second, and 2 down. Simmons is coming set, and he's going to step off the back. We're in the bottom of the fifth here on Y101. Dogs are tied with the Pirates. And Gordy hits this one back up the middle. He's going to have to outrun it. Can he do it? Here's the play. Yes, he did. And the Bulldogs have another base runner. Excellent job by Alex Gordy. He sent that ball right back up the middle. It ricocheted off the glove of the pitcher, and then he tried to stay with it but couldn't. And the bases are loaded for junior Bryson Stanley. On base percentage for Alex today is .666. His batting average, however, is 1 for 3. A base hit, a strikeout, and reaching on an error just then. Here's the pitch to Stanley. Stanley hits this one onto the ground. The shortstop, he fields it and tags second, and that gets the Pirates out of the inning. But, a positive I saw here, every Bulldog that came up, except one, put the ball in play. So the Bulldogs are here to play this game, and the game remains tied at 3-all. We go to the 6th on Y101.
For over 35 years, Thriftway, your Galaxy food store, has been serving the community and is your family-owned and operated hometown grocery store. Michael Grimes and his staff strive to support their community and give customers service second to none. Also, make Thriftway's meat department your first stop when you're looking for fresh, USDA-certified meat. Their professional meat cutters are always happy to get you the perfect cut of meat. Come in and save throughout the store every day at Thriftway, your Galaxy food store in Lyons.
Community Hospice in Vidalia has been serving families in our community for over 20 years. With their years of service and expertise, they are who you need to call when a family member is facing life's toughest challenges. CEO Jason Colbert will ensure that your family member is treated with the utmost decency and respect. You can call them today at 912-537-0063, or you can go by the facilities at 904 Mount Vernon Road in Vidalia. Jason Colbert and the gang at Community Hospice would like to send their best wishes to Bulldog Senior number 22, Gray Stevens, and wish him the best of luck in his senior season.
Now back to the field for all the hard-hitting action. It's Toombs County Bulldog baseball right here on Y101.
And welcome back to Bulldog baseball here on Y101. I saw a lot of positives just then in that inning, and the Bulldogs, out of all of them that came up to the plate, Chase Musselman hit the ball. Grace Stevens hit the ball. Will Watts hit the ball. Alex Gordy hit the ball. Bryson Stanley hit the ball. They all hit the ball. None of them, except one, turned around and walked back to the dugout on anything less, which is a positive in this game. It's a positive. If you get beat because the defense of the other team is just that spectacular, that's one thing. If your team is offensively hitting the ball every time they come up and batters are really trying in the batter's box and they're putting balls in play but can't find a hole, that's one thing. But if your batters are coming up, striking out or just swinging at pitches they shouldn't and taking strike 3, that's another. And the Bulldogs, I have to say, have made some improvements here today in today's game. Hopefully they'll carry it with them into the next 2 innings of play. Lucas O'Connor is on the mound now pitching for the Dogs. I'm trying to get Chase Musselman's stats here before we begin. 2, 3, 4, 5. First pitch from O'Connor is missing outside for ball 1. Chase Musselman pitched 5 complete innings. He had 5 hits, 3 runs, 1 was earned. He only had 1 walk and 5 Ks. The next pitch from O'Connor to Higgins was a swing and a miss. That'll be strike 1. O'Connor's winding in the 1-1. Pitch missing outside. That'll make it 2 balls and 1 strike. The 2-1. Missing high. That'll make it 3 balls and 1 strike. Higgins steps back in. And the 3-1. It's popped up into the air and going to scoot out of play. So that loads up the count on the right-handed hitter. He's 1 for 2 today. And depending on how this goes, we'll see what his batting average will be after that. The 3-2. Swing and a miss. O'Connor gets the K. And that'll be out number 1. O'Connor wears number 11 for this Bulldog team. As far as everything else in the field, it seems like Musselman has gone in and left. And I think Jones has moved over to right. I think that's him over there. Here's the pitch. And that'll be in for ball one. Jason Dukes has come back behind the dish from right field. So I believe Watts has exited the game. The 1-0 from O'Connor. Missing, and then I'll make it 2 balls and no strikes. I think that's Jones in, right? See if I can see. Swing and a miss by Griffiths. That'll be strike 1. Griffiths today is 1 for 2 with a K and a base hit. O'Connor's winding, and the 2-1. Off-speed pitch and on the ground to Bryson Stanley. He fields it cleanly, and the throw to first. That'll be out number 2. 2 down to bring up Harrison Simmons. He's 0 for 2 today. Wearing number 12, he steps in. He has a K and a fly out to left fielder at the time, Foster Jones. Jones has made his way over to right. The 2-out pitch from O'Connor. That's missing low for ball 1. O'Connor coming set, winding the 1-0. That'll be in for strike 1 on the outside edge. O'Connor coming set, the 1-1. That'll be ball 2. Simmons kind of check swing there. Or check swung, right? The 2-1 hit on the ground to Bryson Stanley at third. He fields it, and that'll be out number 3. A 3-up, 3-down inning for O'Connor and his Bulldog defense. We'll take a break and come back to the bottom of the 6th on Y101.
You've heard the name. You've seen it many times. But do you know the real story of General So? Neither do we, but we do know it's a fantastic sauce. Try Zaxby's new General So's boneless chicken wings. The perfect blend of sweet and heat. And oh so delicious. It's legendary chicken with a legendary sauce. The new General So's boneless wings meal with crinkle fries and a 22-ounce drink. For a limited time, only at Zaxby's.
Are you needing some school spirit apparel? How about something personalized? You need to go see the ladies at Doodlebugs. Doodlebugs is located at 111 Southeast Main Street in Vidalia. They embroider, screen print, and vinyl most items. You should go see them Monday through Friday. Their hours are 9:30 to 5:30. They can't wait to see you at Doodlebugs.
Now back to the field for all the hard-hitting action. It's Toombs County Bulldog Baseball right here on Y101.
And welcome back to Bulldog Baseball here on Y101. The Bulldogs are tied up with the Appleton County Pirates, 3-3, and we're in the bottom of the 6th. The Bulldogs need to score some runs. They have 2 opportunities to do so. It'll be right here, and then it'll be in the bottom of the 7th. But if they go ahead here, hold Appleton County in the next inning, then, it'll be over. I'm going to give a shout out to Mr. Benny, who told me I'm doing a good job. Thank you, sir. I try. All right, and we're ready to go. Foster Jones is up to bat for the Bulldogs. So that means that was him in right field. Started the game in left and gradually worked his way over. Well, I say gradually. If he gradually worked his way over, he'd be in center, then right. He just went straight to right. So here we go. Simmons is still on the mound for the Pirates. First pitch to Jones is in for strike 1. The 0-1. Jones kind of check swing that one there. He really didn't want to swing at it, but he did anyway and hits it onto the ground of the pitcher. That'll be out number 1. You can always tell when a batter doesn't want to swing at a pitch, but kind of just does it out of whether they have to because they think it's a strike or whether they just go ahead and do it or accidentally do it. I've seen people accidentally put the bat on the ball, and they were like, oh, man, let me run it out. Cody Cortez takes a big hack in his at bat, and he misses for strike one. It's been a very interesting game. Very interesting. The 0-1 takes it for strike two. This game will be featured on Tuesday's Baseball Report. The 0-2 missing outside. That'll make it 1 ball, 2 strikes. The game from last night in an interview with Dawson Brantley, who hit the walk-off winning hit, scoring 3 runs. That interview will be on Y101 on Monday. The 1-2, swing and a miss at a ball that was way away. And that'll be strike 3. That'll bring up leadoff hitter Chandler Lynn. Lynn in today's game is 0 for 2 with a walk. Pretty sure at this point in time he's leading the varsity team with walks. He has to be. I think he's walked at least once a game ever since he's come back, and his return was when the Bulldogs went to Savannah to play Calvary Day at Grayson Stadium. The first pitch to him misses low for ball 1. See if the Bulldogs can rally with 2 in the bottom of the 6th. The score, all they need is 1 run, and they would be ahead. But at the 6th inning, this one missing outside to make it 2-0, you would want to score as many as you can in case the Pirates try to make some type of comeback in the top of the 7th. The 2-0 to Lynn. He takes it for strike 1. 2 balls and 1 strike on Chandler Lynn. But in the 7th, all the Bulldogs would need to do was score 1, and the game would be over. The 2-1. I'll make it 3 balls and 1 strike, but I have a gut feeling, and usually my gut feelings are right, that this game's going to go into extra innings, and the only reason I say that is because I didn't eat lunch, and that's just like something that would happen on a day I decided not to eat lunch, right? The 3-1 to Lynn. Swing! And a miss. That's strike 2. In my mind, I think I had it in as strike 3. Sorry about that, Chandler. 3 balls and 2 strikes on the left-handed hitter for Toombs County. And the full count pitch is ball 4. Very nice eye by Chandler Lynn. The whole entire Appleton County team thought that was strike 3. They all were running off the field, and the umpire didn't say a word. That was ball 4. Very nice, Chandler Lynn. 2 down to bring up Chase Musselman. See if Musselman can get the ball rolling here. Him and Lynn, if they can get on base, those are 2 speedy guys. They could make some things happen and put some runs on the board. First pitch to Musselman. He's going to take in for strike 1. Musselman looking down at his wrist reader. That's what I'm going to call it, the little thing that players wear on their forearm, their wrist for calls. Looked like it was a hit and run there. Musselman swinging bunt. He's running as hard as he can. Here's the throw, and Musselman is out. So the Bulldogs were unable to score any runs here in the 6th, and the game remains tied as we go into the 7th. We'll take a break and come back on Y101.
It's baseball season, and we at First Franklin Financial are big fans of our local teams. When life strikes with sudden expenses, First Franklin has been there to help for over 80 years. We offer fixed loan rates up to $15,000 with easy payment plans and fast approvals. Visit us online at oneffc.com or give us a call at 537-3062. All loan terms and applicable APRs depend on meeting our underwriting and income criteria for the loan size requested and may require collateral. Georgia Residential Mortgage License C 5656.
Hello, Betsy Rollins here again for Tar Land and Timber, located on US 1 South in Lyons, just before the Altamaha River. My dad, Tommy Rollins, is the owner and operator of Tar Land and Timber. If you have questions about your timber, give my dad a call. Pine wood, wood, hardwood. He does it all. He will give you the best price for your timber. The job will be done right. Give Tommy a call at 912-565-8850, and don't forget to tell him Betsy sent you.
Now we're going back to the field for more high school baseball with the Toombs County Bulldogs on Y101.
Welcome back to Toombs County for the game between the Pirates and the Bulldogs, a non-region game that has remained tied since the top of the third inning. Appleton scoring one in the first, one in the second, one in the third, and the Bulldogs scoring all three of their runs in the bottom of the first. It seems the Bulldogs have done the same thing they've been doing, scoring runs in the first inning, second inning, and then not scoring again for the rest of the game. But last night they changed that. They didn't score runs all game, and then they scored 3 in the bottom of the sixth and 3 in the bottom of the seventh to win the game with a walk-off win. So what needs to happen now? The Bulldogs need to get 3 up, 3 down here and get back in and hit the ball. That is the simplest solution to the problem. We're in the top of the seventh, and Patrick Crosby, who's 2 for 2 today, is up to bat. O'Connor still on the hill for the Bulldogs. He came in the sixth. This ball's popped up into the air, high up into the air into right field. Foster Jones moving over, makes the catch, and that'll be out number 1. 1 down to bring up center fielder Michael Bass. Bass wearing number 15 and bats from the left-hand side. The Bulldogs lost the ball. There it is. So there was a lot of action yesterday, actually. The tennis teams were playing over there at the tennis courts beside the primary school, and the middle school baseball team was playing over there at the middle school field. The soccer teams were in action last night. Let's see if I can find those scores. The first pitch to Bass will be in for strike 1. Connor's doing an excellent job on the mound. See if I can find it. O'Connor's winding. And the 0-1. Here it is. Missing a little inside. That'll make it 1 ball, 1 strike. See, it's not on here. If I can find it right here. O'Connor working from the windup. The 1-1 on the way. Ball's hit onto the ground to second baseman Alex Gordy. Fields it. And that'll be out number 2. See if I can find it. I saw him on here earlier. That's how I knew they had a game. I don't know where I would find it again. The first pitch to Logan Atkins, wearing number 5, is going to be ball 1. Let's see. Maybe it's on here. Oh, I think I'm getting close. No, I still can't find it. The 1-0. It's hit onto the ground, and it's going to go foul towards Grade Stevens at first. He fielded it either way, and that'll be strike 1. However, I know a place I can find it for sure, and that'll be right here. Type in Toombs County. There we go. All right. Soccer. Varsity soccer. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. That'll be strike 2. All right. Here we go. The Toombs County soccer. Okay, but is this the girls or the boys? They can't both be 6 and 2. Or they could be. Okay, last night the Bulldogs, the Toombs County soccer team, played in Jeff Davis and lost a close one, 1-0. Oh, okay, this is the boys team. Yeah, the boys team is 6 and 2 overall. They're 4 and 1 on the region. Let's see. Last night they lost to Jeff Davis 1-0. The 1-2 missing high. That'll make it 2-2. They beat Vidalia. I heard about that game last Friday, not yesterday, but as in a week ago, 5-1. Toombs County shut out East Lawrence 7-0. Toombs County shut out Woodville Tompkins 5-0. The 2-2. Called strike 3, and that'll end the top of the 7th. So the Bulldogs only need 1 run, and that'll end the ball game. We'll see if they can get it here in the bottom of the 7th. You're listening to Bulldog Baseball on Y101.
Do you have a family member who forgets to take his or her medication? At All Care Pharmacy, we organize the patient's medication by dose and time of day, and we package it to ensure patient compliance, all at no additional cost. Our Care Plus prescription service helps eliminate emergency room visits due to medication errors, giving the patient and the caregiver a level of security and comfort. If you have a loved one who could benefit from this service, call Debbie Holly at 524-0100.
McClendon Enterprises Incorporated is your local go-to contractor for turnkey civil construction services. We've been a proud supporter of local athletics since our start in 1979 and are appreciative of the values instilled in our youth by the coaches and staff of the Toombs County school system over these years. If you're interested in pursuing a challenging yet rewarding career in civil construction, please visit our website at mcclendenenterprises.com today. And now we take you back to the field for all the action of the Toombs County Bulldogs on Y101.
So Simmons is still on the mound for the Appling County Pirates. I guess he's going to go for a full game here. The Bulldogs are going to send up Jason Dukes and Grace Stevens to the batter's box as the first two. And I assume Lucas O'Connor would be hitting in Will Watts' place, because Will Watts has left the game. Not left as in, but he's come out of the game. I'll see in just a second who's up to bat after Stevens. But up right now is Jason Dukes. Who knows? The Bulldogs might not even have to get that deep in the lineup. Let's see what they can do. The first pitch, Dukes is going to chase a high fastball. Swing and a miss for strike one. Dukes in today's game is 1 for 3. He's looking for a base hit, the 0-1. Missing for ball one. You can hear the Bulldog dugout as they really want their team to take this game here in the 7th, as they did last night. The 1-0 is on the way. Swing and a miss by Dukes. That'll make it 1-2. Did I say 1-0? I meant 1-1. 1 ball, 2 strikes on the right-handed hitter for Lions, or Toombs County. The 1-2. And it's going to be lined onto the ground into the shortstop's glove. He fields it, fires to first. Can Dukes make it? Did he make it? The umpire's calling him out. I didn't see a tag applied. It looked like Dukes got there in time. Head coach Derek James is coming across the diamond. He's going to appeal that one, which I think he should. Because that one was that I didn't see a tag really made on Dukes. The first baseman, Harrelson, had to jump up in the air to make it. And James is going to ask for help from the home plate umpire, see what the home plate umpire has to say. Usually calls like this don't get overturned a lot, but we can see how he does. The home plate umpire, he seems like he has a little bit to discuss. We'll see what happens. Up to bat now is Grace Stevens, and on is, like I said, would be Lucas O'Connor. They're still discussing it. I mean, usually the home plate umpire doesn't help overturn calls in the field unless he just absolutely had a better angle on it. So we'll see. And he's out. 1 down. I knew it was going to happen. I had a gut feeling. I knew it. But I'm going to hold faith in the Dogs that we can score 1 run to end the game here in the bottom of the 7th. The first pitch to Grace Stevens. He sends it deep. Could this be it, or did it get too much air? It looked like it got a little too much air, but what a hit by Grace Stevens. And it was caught in the air by center fielder Michael Bass. That'll be out number 2. Wouldn't that have been nice? A walk-off home run. But my hunger is not that lucky. Here's the pitch to Lucas O'Connor. He enters the game, and he's pitching a fine game for the Bulldogs. He takes this as strike 1. The 0-1, he takes it again for strike 2. And with 2 down, Simmons is going to come set in the bottom of the 7th. Here's the 0-2. And it just was outside. That'll make it 1 ball, 2 strikes on O'Connor. If he can hit it, he can pass it down to the next guy. The Bulldogs could do it here in the 7th still. We shall see. The 1-2 to O'Connor. Missing off the plate. That'll even up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Simmons working from the windup. The 2-2. Missing, and O'Connor has worked the count full. It's 3 balls and 2 strikes with 2 down. You know, when I used to play a while back, I always hated if it was a full count and 2 outs. Those were the worst. Here's the full count pitch. O'Connor hits it on the ground up the middle. The shortstop moves over, fields it, and that'll be out number 3. So into extra innings we go for the first time this season. We'll be back on Y101.
Our sole purpose here at the bank is to share our financial knowledge with you so that we can help you grow. Whether it's a savings account, a new home, business and personal loans, or to help finance your children's education, we're here for you. We're an equal housing lender. People's Bank, where people come first. Member FDIC. Online at ourpeoplesbank.com.
Listen up, burger lovers. Wednesday is Burger Day at Shoney's in Vidalia. That's right. From 11 until close, you can get a 3rd-pound fresh ground beef cheeseburger with all the fixings, fries, or onion rings, and a drink, all for just $6.99. Bring the whole family out for burger night, and that's every Wednesday at Shoney's in Vidalia. Located at 2505 Highway 280. Curbside pickup is available. Call 537-0922.
Now back to the field for more Toombs County High School baseball on Y101.
And welcome back to the Toombs County Athletic Facility on Y101. The Bulldogs and the Pirates have gone into extra innings. The first time this season that this has happened for the Bulldog baseball team. But I knew it was coming. I knew it eventually. And here we are. You know, I have PTSD from when I first started calling games. There was a doubleheader at home at Jackie Jones Field versus Brantley County. And the first game, they played 7 innings and it was over. So we waited around. The second game got underway and man, oh man, it went 12, 13 innings or so, 14 innings. And at one point on the radio, I know some people keep bringing this up because of how funny it was, but I really wasn't trying to be funny. I was being serious. I said on the radio, at this point, I don't care who scores. I just want somebody to score and win so this game can be over. But this is only the 8th inning. I haven't made it quite to that just yet. Although if we get to the 12th or 13th inning, I may have to say it again. O'Connor going to start off the one. Up to bat then was number 23 for Appleton County. I'll look it up right now. Number 23 is Jason Larson. Hitting in the spot for Malachi Mullis. 1 down. I'll bring up center fielder Dawson Harrelson. Harrelson's been tracking down balls out there in the outfield. First pitch to him, high for ball 1. The next pitch, missing outside. That'll make it 2 balls and no strikes. O'Connor winding and the 2-0. That's going to be in for strike 1. O'Connor coming set. The 2-1 popped up into the air, sort of left center-ish. Chase Musselman moves over to his left and makes the catch. That'll be out number 1. 2 down. That'll bring up Brantley Carter. Carter is 0 for 3 today with 2 bunts that he was thrown out on, one by pitcher Chase Musselman, the other by catcher Will Watts, and then he struck out on a full count pitch in the 5th. First pitch to him, ball 1. Carter steps back in. He swings from the right. O'Connor pitches from the right, the 1-0. Missing outside. That'll make it 2 balls and no strikes. O'Connor coming in the 6th to relieve Chase Musselman. The 2-0 from O'Connor. That'll be in for strike one. O'Connor coming set. Winding. Delivers. 2-1 is low in the dirt, and that'll make it 3 balls and 1 strike. Carter steps in. And the 3-1 from O'Connor is on the way. Hits this on the ground. O'Connor fields it. He's going to run over to first and fires to Stevens. And that'll be out number 3. So we'll go to the bottom of the 8th. Let's see if the Bulldogs can do it. We'll take a break and come back on Y101.
Does your home have its own weather pattern? Rivers Air Conditioning and Heating can help you by servicing your current system or by providing you with a new energy-efficient Linux system featuring innovative iComfort 530 thermostats that lets you monitor and adjust your home system anywhere from your smartphone app. Call Rivers Air Conditioning today at 912-537-8490 or visit them online at riversac.net. Patriot Gas in Vidalia is happy to serve its community, and it's been serving its community for over 15 years. With a combined experience of over 55 years and the only true locally owned gas service in town. And if you need them on the weekend, they'll be there too. From gas logs to fireplaces to stoves and propane, Patriot Gas in Vidalia is the only choice to get the job done efficiently and effectively. If you need to call them, the number is 537-1943, or you can go by and visit the location at 209 Green Street in Vidalia.
Now back to the field for more high school baseball with the Toombs County Bulldogs on Y101.
So, welcome back. We're in the bottom of the 8th inning. The game is still tied 3-3 between the Pirates and the Bulldogs, and the Pirates have put in a new pitcher. They're going to put in Patrick Crosby. So, Simmons pitched 7 complete innings. I'll have his stats in a minute. But the Toombs County girls soccer team is 6-2 on the season so far, and they're 5-0 on the region, which is very good. Last night, Toombs County blanked Jeff Davis 4-0. And let's see. They beat Vidalia last Friday 2-0. East Lawrence 1-0. Woodville Tompkins 7-0. Bacon County 7-0. Tatnall 4-1. Claxton 8-1. Bradwell Institute 8-0. The girls soccer team's on a roll, it sounds like. They're really good. You need to go out and catch them. And, of course, they play their games at the pit on the beautiful turf. Up to bat for Toombs County is Alex Gordy. See if I can get Simmons' stats. Let's see. Hits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only counting 5. I only have awarded the Bulldog team 5 hits. Looking at the scoreboard, it says 7. So, the first pitch to Gordy, swing and a miss for strike 1. Let's see. So 5 hits, 3 runs. And I have one of those being earned. As far as walks, I don't want to miss the game. Crosby pitching from the stretch. Gordy, is this one going to get down? No, the second baseman Carter moves over and back, and he makes the catch for out number 1. Let's see. For walks, 1, 2. Only gave up 2 walks. And as far as strikeouts, he had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think I have 8. Let's overlooked 1. Bryson Stanley's up to bat. The first pitch to him is going to be in for a strike on the outside edge. All the Bulldogs have to do is touch home plate 1 time, and the game would be over. We're in the bottom of the 8th, going into extra innings. The 0-1 to Stanley. Missing outside. That'll make it 1-1. On deck is Foster Jones. Crosby coming set. The 1-1. Stanley lines this one up the middle for a base hit. A very nice hit by junior Bryson Stanley, and there's a run on the base. The go-ahead run, the winning run is standing right there on first base right now. Seems like there are going to be some substitutions made here, or maybe somebody's re-entering the game. I'm not sure. That looks like Dawson Brantley coming up. Is that Dawson Brantley? If it says number 10, that is Dawson Brantley. He's going to be hitting in Foster Jones's place because Dawson Brantley has been hitting some balls for the team that has won them some games. They won yesterday because of a swing by Dawson Brantley, scoring 3 runs. So we'll see how it goes. Bryson Stanley is walking off the field, meaning they're substituting somebody in for him. That looks like Jesus Quintero. Maybe Stanley's going to pitch, or Stanley's actually coming out of the game. I'm not really sure. Or maybe they're giving Jesus some time running on the bases, or a faster guy on the bases. I mean, I think Stanley is fast enough. Not sure. I don't know. Things like this I can't assume. I'd have to straight up ask. We'll see if we go into the top of the ninth. But hopefully the Bulldogs will do it right here. Dawson Brantley is up to bat. First pitch, he's going to take it for ball 1. Little high. Brantley bats from the right. Crosby throws from the right also. The 1-0. Oh, man, let me take a second. Brantley fouls this one off out of play. Jeez. I've done good all game. Now I'm going to wait to the bottom of the 8th to start saying things I don't want to. I think it's hunger. It's getting to me. Crosby's coming set. Going to give a look over his shoulder at Jesus Quintero on first. Going to throw back there. And, of course, Quintero is running in the place of Bryson Stanley. Going to get the ball back. So Dawson Brantley has a count of 1 ball, 1 strike. And 1 down. We're in the bottom of the 8th. The 1-1 from Crosby. Almost hits Brantley. So that'll make it 2-1. And his catcher, who I assume is Griffiths, looks like him. Going to walk out there and talk to him. Wait, the game's only been going for 2 hours, so that's not bad. Like I said, that Brantley County game, I believe, went on for 4 hours. Or at least it was getting close to 4. 2-1 to Dawson. Missing high. The catcher's going to throw back to first, but Jesus Quintero, if you ever heard me call a game for him, he's a quick guy. 3 balls and 1 strike on Brantley. I've called many Lions All-Star games with Quintero on the team, him and Harris and Brantley Upshaw. They've all 3, and hold on. His name will come to me in a second. Dawson Brantley hits this one up into the air, and it's going to loop foul. I know him. Don't tell me his name. I can see his face. I can't think of his name. Hold on. I got it. It is Galen. That's exactly who it is. I don't understand why I couldn't think of his name. Galen Wilds. Called several Lions All-Star games with those names on the roster. Man. I'm an old man at 19. Going to pick back to first. Quintero's there safely. You know, sometimes I forget I'm 19 years old. It's a full count on Dawson Brantley. I still think I'm 18. No, I'm 19. If there's any big difference. The full count pitch to Brantley. He hits it foul. A good hit here. Jarek James, I think I'm picking up what he's putting down without actually putting it down. I think he's going to try to force Quintero home if Brantley can hit it to the outfield. I think that's what he's trying to do. Doesn't sound like a bad plan. Full count pitch. It's hit, and that's going to drop in for a base hit by Dawson Brantley. Dawson Brantley having a 3-game hitting streak here. He is seeing the ball very well. He's hitting. Let me be one down to bring up Trayvon Harris. Let's see. Dawson Brantley went 1 for 1 in the Tattnall game. Dawson Brantley went, so Tattnall, and then last night, and then today, Dawson Brantley, a 3-game hitting streak. Let's see, who else has a base hit today? Jason Dukes. I believe he has a 3-game hitting streak from today. Yes, he does. And Appleton County is going to bring in a new pitcher. And before I send you back to the station, I'm going to wait. See, was that number 11? Looks like number 11. Number 11 is Thomas Higgins. Yeah, that's number 11. So they're going to warm up Thomas Higgins here in the bottom of the 8th. We're going to take a break and come back. The Bulldogs only need 1 to win the game. We'll see if they can do it. We'll be back on Y101.
It's baseball season, and we at First Franklin Financial are big fans of our local teams. When life strikes with sudden expenses, First Franklin has been there to help for over 80 years. We offer fixed loan rates up to $15,000 with easy payment plans and fast approvals. Visit us online at oneffc.com or give us a call at 537-3062. All loan terms and applicable APRs depend on meeting writing and income criteria for the loan size requested and may require collateral. Georgia Residential Mortgage License C5656.
Hello, Betsy Rollins here again for Tar Land and Timber, located on US 1 South in Lyons, just before the Omaha River. My dad, Tommy Rollins, is the owner and operator of Tar Land and Timber. If you have questions about your timber, give my dad a call. Pine wood, pulpwood, hardwood, he does it all. He will give you the best price for your timber. The job will be done right. Give Tommy a call at 912-565-8850. And don't forget to tell him Betsy sent you.
Now we're going back to the field for more high school baseball with the Toombs County Bulldogs on Y101.
So the Bulldogs only need 1 run to win the game, and Trayvon Harris is up to bat with 1 down. The Bulldogs have runners on first and second. Jesus Quintero is running for Bryson Stanley out at second. And Dawson Brantley entered the game, had a nice base hit, and has extended his game to a 3-game hitting streak. He'll be featured in the sports report on Monday. Or not the sports report, the baseball report. Matt Lynn does the sports report, which is covering all sports for Toombs County, and I focus primarily on baseball. So Higgins is on the mound. He's coming set. First pitch to Harris is missing, away for ball 1.
Do you have a family member who forgets to take his or her medication? At All Care Pharmacy,
All right. Welcome back. The 1-0 in for strike 1. Sorry, All Care. You'll have to wait just a second. See what happens here. The 1-1. Missing. That'll make it 2 balls and 1 strike. Higgins working from the stretch with runners on first and second. There's still only 1 out in the bottom of the 8th. The Bulldogs could do it here. Here's the 2-1. Harris chasing a ball that was high. That'll make it 2-2. The Bulldogs don't need to do anything here rash. They need to take their time. Good contact, good solid contact. And the 2-2. Harris, it looks like he's stepping out just a bit out of the batter's box every time he swings, making that one go foul and out of play over the hitting complex and the Bulldog baseball dugout, which is on the first base side. Harris, he still has his very open stance with his front foot a little behind his back, actually a lot behind his back. The 2-2. High. Harris works the count full. Harris looks very ready, as he always does. I know this kid really loves the sport of baseball. Played for his whole life. Grew up around the baseball fields. so he knows ball. Full count pitch from Higgins is on the way. He gets a piece of it, fouls it off. The Bulldog fans, Bulldog dugout's getting loud, cheering on freshman Trayvon Harris. All right. Full count pitch, bottom of the 8th. The walk-off win would be nice. It'd be the second one in a row for the Bulldogs. Let's see if they can do it. The full count pitch to Harris. He hits it over the head of the second baseman, and Jesus Quintero is going to score. He's rounding third, and that is your ball game. The Bulldogs do it again. A walk-off win here on Saturday to beat the Appling County Pirates 4-3 in the bottom of the 8th inning. We'll take a break and come back and wrap up today's extra inning game on Y101.
This is TCB Broadcasting, WLYU FM, Lions Vidalia, Y101.
For over 75 combined years, the campuses of Southeastern Technical College have been providing education for the real world. STC Swainsboro and Vidalia locations give students from Glenville to Wrightsville access to local, high-quality training that won't break the bank. From accounting to welding, Southeastern Tech's programs give you the tools to succeed now, whether you've just graduated high school or you're looking to kickstart your career. For more information on enrollment, visit southeasterntech.edu.
There are great savings going on at Toombs Auto Parts, your local Napa dealer in Lyon. Get the Evercraft dual position 3.6 volt light driver, just $39.99. Get the Evercraft 10-piece pliers and wrench set or the Evercraft 32-piece SAE and metric wrench set for only $24.99. And when it comes to car care, get the CRC brake clean chlorinated non-flammable 2 for $6. And the Napa diesel exhaust fluid DEF 2.5 gallons, only $9.99. And they also make hydraulic hoses. Toombs Auto Parts, your local Napa dealer on the corner of US number 1 and 280 in Lyons.
Bring that big rig diesel to Stevens Truck Center in Lyons for the service that saves you money up front and saves you even more mile after mile. Using B-line alignment equipment, plus the parts that meet and exceed manufacturer's specifications. Keep that diesel running and running at its money-saving best. Call on Stevens Truck Center, number 1 south of Lyons, for unequal service and the best prices on new or used trucks. It's Stevens Truck Center.
K&K Septic Tank Service, Highway 130 East in Vidalia, will take care of all your septic tank troubles. Ronald Kite is licensed and has over 25 years of professional experience. When the job needs to be right, call the best. That's K&K Septic Tank. Get ready for his numbers, 537-2319 or 293-2319. And again, that's K&K Septic Tank Service in Vidalia.
So the Bulldogs do it again. Another walk-off win for the team here in the bottom of the 8th. They went into extra innings. The game remained tied at 3-all for the majority of the game. For the 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th inning, the Bulldogs scored 3 runs in the bottom of the 1st. The Appling County Pirates scored a run in the 1st, a run in the 2nd, and a run in the 3rd. And the Bulldogs with the walk-off victory here, once again doing it 2 days in a row. And the hero of this game being Trayvon Harris with a nice hit, a nice line drive over the head of the second baseman and into the outfield. Jesus Quintero, who was in running for Bryson Stanley, scored, and the Bulldogs won the game 4-3. In the bottom of the 8th inning, Chandler Lynn went 0 for 2 today with 2 walks. Musselman went 1 for 4, scoring a run in the bottom of the 1st. Reaching base on an error in that. Jason Dukes, 1 for 4. Gray Stevens, 2 for 4 with an RBI and a base hit in the 5th. Will Watts went 0 for 3. Lucas O'Connor 0 for 3. Alex Gordy went 1 for 4 with a base hit in the 1st. Bryson Stanley went 1 for 4 with a base hit in the 8th and a run scored in the 1st. Foster Jones went 0 for 3. Dawson Brantley 1 for 1. Cody Cortez 0 for 3. And Trayvon Harris, the star of today's game, going 1 for 1. Musselman pitched 5 complete innings. He allowed 5 hits, 3 runs, one of which was earned, 1 walk and 5 Ks. O'Connor came in, pitched an excellent 3 innings, having 3 up, 3 down in the 6th, 7th, and the 8th. The Bulldogs, with a 3-game week next week, will be in action on Tuesday on the road in Douglas versus Coffee County, with that game beginning at 5:45. Let me make a note here. The Bulldogs won 4-3, so I can keep track of this. All right, and then the Bulldogs will be at home on Thursday and Friday of next week for a junior varsity doubleheader. The Thursday game will be versus Bleckley County, and the Friday game will be versus Tatnall. The junior varsity team will be in action on Monday versus Dodge County here at home, and that game will begin at 5, and it'll be a doubleheader under the lights here at the Toombs County Athletic Complex. I want to thank Robin for being at the station on a Saturday, and I want to thank all of you for listening. This has been Toombs County Bulldog Baseball. I'll talk to you guys on Tuesday. I'm Bryce Browdy, and thanks for listening to Bulldog Baseball on Y101.
You've been listening to the Toombs County High School Bulldog Baseball right here on Y101. Today's game was brought to you by Shoney's in Vidalia, Rivers Heating and Air in Vidalia, Patriot Gas in Vidalia, All Care Pharmacy in Lyons, Southeastern Technical College in Vidalia, Toombs Auto Parts in Lyons, Stevens Truck Center in Lyons, K&K Septic in Vidalia, Fruitway, your Galaxy Food Store in Lyons, Community Hospice in Vidalia, Zaxby's in Vidalia, Doodlebug in Vidalia, First Franklin Financial in Vidalia, Carland and Timber in Lyons, McClendon Enterprises in Vidalia, and People's Bank in Vidalia and Lyons. You, the Toombs County Bulldogs Baseball, right here on Y101 with the voice of the Bulldogs, Bryce Brady. Tune in next time for more high school baseball on Y101.
Less motivated the actual polls. The research suggests the record turnout seen in 2020 was actually the voters' motivation to participate. Another study conducted in part by Emory University, the data showed that states which encouraged mail-in